Captain Vexthor of the Galactic Council watched in horror as the human vessel approached the Void Serpent's nest. His 4 eyes blinked in disbelief, mandibles clicking nervously. "They cannot be serious," he muttered to his second-in-command, a crystalline being named Quora. "The readings confirm it, Captain," Quora's voice chimed like breaking glass. "The human ship is heading directly into the asteroid field where 3 Void Serpents were last detected." Void Serpents. The apex predators of deep space. Creatures that could grow to the size of small moons, with hide impervious to plasma fire and an insatiable hunger for starship hulls. In the 5,000 years since the Galactic Council had charted the known universe, over 200 colonies had been lost to these monsters. The Council's official policy was simple: if you detect a Void Serpent, you run. But humans? Humans never got that memo. This is Captain Vexthor of the Council vessel Harmony to human ship Frontier Spirit. You are entering a Class X danger zone. Turn back immediately. A crackly voice responded, thick with what Vexthor had learned was called a Texan accent. "Well, howdy there, Captain. This here's Commander Jake Mitchell of the Frontier Spirit. We appreciate the concern, but we're right where we need to be." "Commander Mitchell, you don't understand. There are Void Serpents in that field. They will destroy you." A pause. Then laughter. Actual laughter. "Oh, we know they're here, Captain. That's why we came." Vexthor felt his blood vessels constrict. These humans were insane. He'd heard rumors, of course. Everyone had. Humans were the newest species to achieve FTL travel, barely 2 centuries into their space age. They'd arrived on the galactic scene like a cosmic tornado, breaking every unspoken rule and questioning every established truth. They'd domesticated Rigelian death cats as pets. They'd turned the toxic fungus of Kepler 442b into something they called beer. They'd even convinced the hive mind Zorgathians to try something called democracy. But this? This was suicide. "Captain, the human ship is deploying something," Quora announced. "It appears to be food." Vexthor's display showed massive chunks of organic matter being jettisoned from the Frontier Spirit into the asteroid field. Within moments, the sensors lit up. 3 massive signatures emerged from behind the asteroids, each one over 5 kilometers long, scales gleaming like oil slicks in the starlight. The Void Serpents converged on the food, their massive jaws unhinging to consume the offerings. Vexthor prepared to watch the human ship be torn apart next. But it didn't happen. Instead, the Frontier Spirit moved closer. "What are they doing?" Vexthor whispered. One of the Void Serpents, the largest, turned its colossal head toward the human vessel. Its eyes, each the size of a shuttlecraft, fixed on the ship. Vexthor's sensors detected massive energy buildup in the creature's throat, the telltale sign of its plasma breath weapon. "They're going to die," Quora stated matter-of-factly. But then a single human emerged from the airlock in nothing but an environmental suit. The figure drifted toward the Void Serpent, hand outstretched. Through his scanners, Vexthor could see it was Commander Mitchell himself. "Mitchell, what are you doing?" Vexthor screamed into the comm. "Meeting the neighbors," came the calm reply. The Void Serpent could have vaporized the human with a thought. Instead, it moved its massive head closer, studying the tiny creature before it. Mitchell reached out and placed his gloved hand on the serpent's snout. What happened next would be debated in xenobiology circles for decades. The Void Serpent's eyes shifted color from hostile red to curious amber. It nuzzled against the human's hand and Vexthor could barely process this, like it enjoyed being touched. Over the next hour, Vexthor watched as Mitchell and his crew fed all 3 serpents, ran scanning equipment over their scales, and even attached what appeared to be communication devices to their heads. The serpents, creatures that had destroyed entire battle fleets, allowed this to happen without resistance. Finally, Mitchell's voice crackled over the comm again. "Captain Vexthor, would you like to come meet Bessie, Duke, and Lady? You named them." Well sure. Can't have pets without names, can you? They're not pets. They're extinction-level threats. Mitchell's laugh echoed through the calm. Captain, with all due respect, y'all have been looking at this all wrong. Back on Earth, we used to think wolves were monsters too. Then we figured out they were just hungry and lonely. Gave them food and friendship, and boom, man's best friend. These big girls and boys here. Same principle, just bigger scale. That's impossible. Impossible's just another word for, nobody tried yet. Look, these serpents are intelligent. They've got complex social structures. They only attack ships because they're territorial and starving in deep space. Give them regular feeding routes and some respect, and they're gentle as kittens. Kittens that can destroy planets. Exactly. Which is why you want them on your side, not against you. 3 months later, Vexthor found himself presenting to the full Galactic Council. Behind him, holographic images showed the impossible, void serpents peacefully coexisting with shipping lanes, even protecting vessels from pirates. The humans call it the Serpent Shepherd Program, Vexthor explained. They've recruited over 50 void serpents in the past quarter cycle. Attacks on shipping have dropped 97% in patrolled zones. How? Council Prime demanded. How did they accomplish what we could not in 5 millennia? Vexthor clicked his mandibles in what he'd learned was the human equivalent of a smile. Because, Council Prime, humans are the only species crazy enough to look at an unstoppable monster and see a friend they haven't made yet. They don't ask, can we survive them? They ask, can we understand them? And that makes all the difference. As the council debated officially recognizing the Serpent Shepherd program, Vexthor received a message from Commander Mitchell. It was a video of the commander riding on Bessie's head through an asteroid field, whooping and hollering something about yeehaw. Vexthor sighed. Humans. Absolutely insane. But maybe, just maybe, the galaxy needed that kind of crazy.